Ladies and gentlemen, Tori Amos.
Oh, what an amazing coincidence. We were just playing one of her songs. And totally not unexpected, the crowd goes wild. Okay, we're out of time. Thank you all for coming. Good night. Tori, can you hear us okay over there, or do you want to come over here? Can you hear us okay?
No, I can't hear you.
You can hear us.
No, I need
Let's come over here. Let's bring her over here.
Do you want me to come
Yeah, come over here. Come over here. We need this microphone on right here, too. Yeah, that way we can wrap it down with you a little bit before we... You need some help? Tad, lift the lady up, would you? How are you this morning, my dear?
Oh, is the microphone on? The microphone on?
We think it'd be best if we could hear her. Hello?
Maybe I should go back to where I was.
How about that microphone right there?
Hello? How about this one?
Okay.
There we go. There's Tori.
Hi, everybody. Can they hear?
Yeah, they should be able to hear you.
Hey, Taru, all right, let's take care of an engineering problem here right at first. She's Tori Amos. All right. We would like to be able to hear her. We would like, first of all, for her microphone to be on, and second of all, for her fans to be able to hear. How about that?
So how are you this morning?
Well, I'm pretty good.
Now, you were just saying backstage that you've been very busy. You have had this last, I guess, what? How long have you been out in promoting this album? A month, maybe? Something like that?
Yeah.
And you've just been running ragged. Just going everywhere, doing everything.
Done 500 interviews.
Wow. This is not going to be one of the best. Let me just say that right up front.
You know, for 500 interviews, you should be leading in New Hampshire right now.
Yeah, I should, actually.
Now, I read that your schedule is 180 shows that you're going to do around the world this year.
Yeah.
Is it an economic decision where you go, well, we've got the crew together and we're on the road, we might as well, make some money on the thing, or did you have a desire to play that much, or do you just feel bad if you don't miss some countries, or how do you make that decision?
Well, you can't miss Italy, because that's your linguine, right?
Yes.
Right.
You can't miss Spain, because they're gorgeous.
Right.
You can't miss Sweden because of the Vikings, and I was a Viking like 1,000 years ago, so
Sure.
I have to go there.
Yeah, we wanted to ask you about that, Terry.
But this is the thing, Bean. When you start going, well, I'm not going to go there. What? You're not going to go to Ireland? How can you not go to Ireland?
You can't do that, yeah.
Because let's be honest, the record companies want you to do America, Canada, Germany, and England. They always want you to do that because they're the big territories. And I'm going, yeah, but the cutie pies, they're in Italy and Spain. I'm going there.
Do you get, my guess is you do, but do you get this same kind of reaction all over the world? Or is every country as plugged into you as the United States is?
Well, I think that you guys should come to Europe. It would be fun.
I think you'd have a hard time.
They might express it a little differently, but what it is people are showing up to just, light some fires. That's where they want to, whether they're from Ireland or whether they're from, Italy, they've got their little, out. They're ready to go. They want their heart to be chocolate covered. It's good.
By the way, I'm glad there's going to be a transcript of this on America Online because I'd like to read it later and go, what is that? What is that deal? Tell me about being a Viking 1,000 years ago, because there are a lot of people who have a sense of a past life. Is that what it is with you, a past life?
Yeah.
How do you know you were a Viking?
Because...
Man, it's a shame Jerry Springer already left, isn't it? Would this be a great topic for his show?
No, it's just, look, I think if you have any bit of intelligence at all, you have to figure that living this little life just doesn't get you to sit with Jesus and discuss. I mean, it's about soul growth as far as I'm concerned. You keep just traveling around and matter keeps reforming, and that just makes a lot of logical sense.
What were you? Do you really think you were a Viking, or do you have any idea what you might have been?
Kevin, maybe you were the beautiful Irish maiden that I stole and put in my longboat, honey.
It's possible. It is possible. Sometimes I feel pretty. If that has anything to do with it.
Do you have actual? I mean, do you have memories of it, or does it come to you in a dream?
Oh,
or
Bean, let's not get dramatic.
Well, no,
about
I'm just
it.
trying to figure it out. I don't understand it. I am not. I mean,
Hey, you tell us you're a Viking, we have questions.
we do, because that is so foreign. Look, let me say this, and you Tori Amos fans are way out ahead of us. We were talking about this earlier today, in that there are things that you all understand, like the fairies.
Yes.
We don't get. We don't get the fairies. You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you something about the fairies.
All right.
You go to Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
You go someplace in County Cork where the guys are maybe twice as big as you, and you diss the fairies.
Well, no, not to them. I don't.
No, you won't. No, you won't have a face left, because the thing is, those people understand. If you have a modicum of intelligence, you understand that the fairies. I'm sorry, Bean, but we're a civilization that they believe was exterminated.
Right.
So that's just a term they've put to it, but it was a race of people. It was a people that you also did on it.
What you're basically saying is that Kevin and me do not have the modicum of intelligence to follow.
No, Bean, you just have to read a little bit.
I guess
all.
that's. Is it on the TV, Tori? Is it on the TV?
No, it ain't on a TV.
If it ain't on the TV, we ain't seen it.
Now, you know,
Is it on the Jeff Foxworthy show?
No, it ain't on the TV.
Well, that's no good then.
Sorry, you have to go read. But go to Ireland. I mean, that's one of my favorite places. And I just think that place is one of the most creative and exciting for artists right now. So if you want to just take a little trip somewhere, and it doesn't cost that much, it's really a great place to go.
Ireland is where this record was made, is that
Yep.
correct?
Most of the record was recorded in a church in County Wicklow.
That's got to be a good vibe. Because I am on an LSD trip right now.
Maybe that's not a bad thing for you, Bean.
Well, thank you very much. Well, I can tell it's love.
Speaking of LSD trips, let's talk about the thing that perhaps caught our eye about this album first. Not our ear, but our eye. And that was
This is you dating Babe.
the little photo book. You guys have all seen the photo book, right? And Tori has a little baby piglet that she's breastfeeding. I have to be honest. You were breastfeeding the pig, weren't you?
Yeah.
Is there any kind of story that you'd like to explain to the audience that's listening now about that?
Well,
or
it's about, no, I don't do demonstrations.
demonstrate? Somebody shouted.
Maybe Bean will demonstrate for us a little
Yes.
later. But the thing is, in truth, it's about the hidden. And the picture represents that which we hide. That's non-kosher. And so it's really about bringing what's hidden out in the open. That, whatever that is.
Represented by the little piglet. Now, did you have a gift that you wanted to give to Bean?
There's something that I really am interested in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's that? What's going on now?
Bring out the gift.
There's a pig.
There you go. A little piglet. A chance for Bean. Look at the little piglet. Tori has handed the piglet to Bean. Bean is holding the piglet. Bean, it's a piglet.
I'll see you guys later.
Now, I think at this point what we should do is we should have Bean recreate the photo of the pig.
Now, Tori, are you traveling with a pig, or what's the story
Spare
here?
the pig, Bean.
Spare the pig. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I got two of these guys at home, too, so
Aren't they great?
it's a good-looking pig.
I have something. If this is just a stunt pig and you don't expect Bean to go home with it, you're in trouble. Let me tell you that right now. Because he will take the pig home.
No, this is Dozy the pig.
Look at the little piglet.
Isn't he cute?
Let me ask you this, Tori, as I stand here trying to actually look serious conducting an interview while holding pork. Your album is number 2 in America, number 1 in Los Angeles this week, The Boys for Pele. Is that you didn't go into making the kind of music you make for the success, I'm sure, but does it bother you? Is it scary? Do you love it? How do you feel about that?
Well, what feels good is that when you just do what you believe in, that sometimes people are interested. And I just kept playing this piano going from town to town. Sometimes I feel like, we show up and people just show up and you keep going to the next town.
And so it's nice when people appreciate what you're doing from your heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's groovy.
Okay, your name is?
Adriana?
Hi.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I admire you so much, and I wanted to ask you, I know you came from a classical background, and I was wondering what classical composers you're interested in, and if you still play at all classically.
Bartók was one of my favorites. because I took up the harpsichord, I began to study those Bach preludes and fugues again, because you have to sit and get those hands up. And then once I studied, then I usually put them aside and dive off into stuff that's very, very different than that, because I'm trying to bring polarities together. So more Jamaican music with Bach, the idea of some booty, some serious booty, but with the chops. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Step right on up here. Your name is?
Sarah?
Hi, Sarah.
Tori, you rip.
That's Southern California speak for she likes you, Tori.
Thank you, Vin.
Okay.
I was wondering when you were going to be touring here in LA again, and if you were going to be having a backup band or an orchestra with you, and if so, can I get 2 tickets?
I think we hope to be doing something like the Greek or something. I'd love to play an outdoor kind of venue. I'd love to do that. But I think we're coming in June, and the trucks start rolling in the UK February 23rd. And they roll across the Atlantic,
Nice,
of course,
good.
to Florida April 8th, and then we move north, and we move west quickly, and then we backtrack to the Midwest. So we should be here around June, bringing the harpsichord, the boozy, and maybe guest musicians are going to pop up along the way.
Great, I can't wait.
You like collaborating with other artists, I've heard, and I know you did
do.
one piece with Trent Reznor.
Yes.
Are there some other people you're eager to work with?
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert.
I always liked him. He was my fave.
Well, we'll look for that.
Yeah, go find him, Bean.
Yes. Your name is?
Shauna.
Hi, Shauna.
Hi, Tori. You're such an inspiration to me. I just wanted to know, what do you hope for in your next life?
You mean after this one?
Uh-huh.
Sleep. Yeah.
I think.
Loads of it.
I think I hope to be a pig in that. Come on up.
And a pig on your farm.
Yes. What is your name? Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Bonnie. I was just wondering how it makes you feel, if it scares you to know that many people have tattoos of you all over their bodies.
This might be a good minute. Come on up here.
To bring up our
Come
friend,
on up here.
yeah.
Come right around there.
Now,
Can
Troy-
he get up on the stage right there and show everybody those tattoos?
We talked to him on the phone. Metal detector, please. Security. We talked to him on the phone this week, and he told us about all these tattoos. And frankly, it was frightening on the phone. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in person.
All right,
You're
let's
gonna be
see some of those.
all right.
Let's see some of those tattoos. He's got the book.
And he's quick to get an autograph.
Oh, of
isn't
course.
he?
Kevin, can you jump up so we can mic him?
Yeah.
So we can mic him.
Oh, my God.
That is quite a likeness right there on his chest. All right, hold on. Let him explain what they are, because we
All
can't
right,
see them.
explain to her what they are.
They're just portraits, and Tori and Amos, and I've got one on my calf that's under the boot that's a hand with smoke coming off of piano keys.
Well, you do realize that these girls have an appetite, so you have to feed them, you know. They like Italian food, Asian food, so you're going to be a busy little eater.
How many Tori Amos tattoos do you have there?
5.
Now, at any point, have you stopped and went, well, 10 years from now, how am I going to feel about this? 20 years from now, how am I going to feel about this?
No.
Is it enough?
No.
Are you going to get more?
Yes.
How many?
I'm not sure.
Well, you know what? Maybe 5 is good. Odd numbers are good. Five is good. That's a lot of food bills.
You know, one of these days, you're going to wake up, Tori will be involved in a horrible scandal with Divine Brown on a BMW, and you're going to regret, and you're not going to be able to show your face. And that is what you call a fan right there.
Yeah.
Is what that is.
He's getting an autograph now from Tori. There you go, waving to the crowd. Frank, you got some more questions down there?
Tori, do you get a lot of fan mail? I bet you do.
Well, yeah.
You get a chance to read much of it?
I read a bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually the letters that get backstage get to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, when they go to the different writing places around the world, there's one in England. They're wonderful people. There are 2 in America. And they answer a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And read them. Because if I did, to be honest with you, I'd never have time to go to the show and play. So it's really about
You know, it's
concerts.
funny. Some artists come, they come to town and people go to see them and they clap and they leave. For some reason, everybody wants to give you something. Have you noticed that they all have a gift of something that means something to them, or they want to give you flowers, or
Well, I think it's about exchange. The concerts, people that haven't been to the concerts don't understand. It's very much about an exchange. The audience gives something, I give something back, and it's not about, I hope it isn't about a voyeur thing. It's really about a conversation. That's what I hope.
Is that right, everybody? Have some more people here that want to ask questions. Your name is?
Erin.
Hi, Erin.
Tori.
Hi.
I just want to know that I admire you beyond your music, and I volunteer for RAIN. I did a big project on them for school. I sent you a copy of my paper. I don't know if you ever got it. But,
I haven't received it yet.
I just want to know what's happening with RAIN now, because this was like about a year ago that I did this stuff.
Well, we hope to be doing a benefit concert in line with a major cable network, cross fingers, so that RAIN can get some kind of attention to keep that phone line going, so that the survivors have a place to call, and that there'll be somebody on the other end of that phone line. So hopefully in September, and you'll be hearing about it. Spin is helping us out a lot by putting out the word when and where. Spin has really been great about that. They're coming through.
I'd also mention, by the way, and you fans here know, but the folks listening at home, there's a terrific cover story on Tori on the current Spin magazine, which just hit newsstands now. It's the March issue. She's on the cover, and there's an odd article inside with Tori, too. Do you remember the reporter who came to the castle?
Well, it wasn't a castle, actually. But, you know, whatever you'd like to think. If you want to come and hang out, you can see however you want to see it.
What is she saying? Is she mocking me?
No. She's just saying the reporter was there and the reporter saw what the reporter saw.
Is this another
Yes,
modicum of
that's what
intelligence remark?
No. I'm saying she was absolutely lovely, but I'm saying that when people come and hang out, they see what they see, and everybody sees it very differently. And I think that's when you're reading anybody's article. You know, I didn't write them.
Your name is?
Michelle, hi.
Hello,
I know
Michelle.
that you have an obsession with shoes, and I wanted to know if you had a favorite pair.
I do have a favorite pair. And you might find this funny, but they're these old olive beat-up green boots that I got in an old bazaar in Paris that are 25 years old, and I keep trying to repatch them so they don't fall apart.
Who's the guy over there that went, yeah, for the green boots? Yes, makes sense. Thank you.
That's a question I don't think anyone has ever asked one of our guests before. Do you have a favorite pair of shoes?
I wanted to ask you a question, though, about the fan... I don't know if the word is adoration or devotion or what it is that seems to be... It's both, right. Seems to be above what most artists... How do you react to that?
Well, I think the main thing is it's about everybody honoring themselves. It's not about, you know, them honoring me. It's about them honoring them. And once they do that and I honor me, then we can exchange. And I think it's really important that sometimes, you know, when things get a little like over the top, it's real important that you guys know that I respect you claiming yourself. And that's so important because in the music side of things, it can be a bit of a hierarchy, and that's not good. It's about equals. Just because I do this, you know, 10 years from now, we might have to go door to door and you feed us some peanut butter sandwiches because nobody buys records anymore, like the troubadours in the old days. So it's not about hierarchy. It's really about we're equals and everybody just is claiming their own soul.
There you go. That guy right there will buy your records till he dies.